Yo, I just want to say bless up to everybody this morning. Hope y'all, what I'm saying, got up, feeling good, energized, what I'm saying, productive mentally, what I'm saying. Yeah, what I'm saying, keeping it, peaceful at the same time. So, how y'all doing today? This Archer once again, you feel me? If you don't know me, thanks for checking in. If you do know me, hey, much love, you already know. I'm out here today, little different, little scenery here and here. What I really like is how tall the trees is. You feel me? To be honest, them to me real trees, like, trees. But anyways, we gonna be on focus today and we're gonna pick up where we left off, you know what I'm saying, from me being a shorty and my mom's passing away, you feel me? So from there, that was like third grade, we gonna give or take, you know what I'm saying? And now we coming in the fourth grade, still in Blanton, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie, I enjoyed the school. Can't knock it too much, you feel me? I had a best friend out there, light-skinned kid, you feel me? His name was Patrick. And he had a twin sister, you feel me? And I used to kick it with that boy all the time. Like, that was my ace bone going, like, back in the day, like, let's go, like, whole white kid, you feel me? But it was like, for me, we did all the, we had all the classes together, one. Two, his sister was mad cool, you feel me? I kind of looked at her like she was like, assistant when we was at school, because that was my boy, you feel me? And it was, super dope. I already had my brothers at the crib, and at the time when we was going to Blanton, I had my godmother standing across the street, and you know how that go, your people. So I had more than enough, people around me at the time, you know what I'm saying? For kids to keep it love. Even though I was in a dark place, you feel me? It was always like, if I wanted to have fun, I could just go, godmother house, play some games with my cousins, you feel me? Or I could go, when I go to school, I kick it with my boy Patrick, you feel me? And he wanted to be a pilot, you feel me? Like, he was super, super dope in the airplanes and all that, you feel me? So that's one thing I would say, you feel me, that kept, that I think I always had interest in, like, because for him to be so little and he already knew, like, what he wanted, but that's another conversation. Like, he light-skinned, like I told you. So his parents probably already, was pushing whatever he liked to him, you feel me, and stuff like that. So I was always fascinated that the kid, he knew what he wanted to do from fourth grade. So coming into fourth grade, you know what I'm saying, I already knew him from third grade, and my mom, passed all that. So he already, he knew kind of what I was going through, and he was a kid, so it was nice, you feel me, that he was always upbeat. His sister was always upbeat. We'll always go to school with them, come home from school, me, love, bro. Like, it was like clockwork, basically. So I'm mad because, no, I'm not mad, but, it's like, I'm a little sad because, one day that boy, got in an accident, you feel me, with his sister on the front, but he was riding a bike, you feel me, going home from school, and, that boy got hit, and he ain't make it, but his sister did, you feel me, because she flew off the bike and just rolled a little bit, you feel me. That boy actually got caught in the bike, and we're not going to go through that, you feel me. So I'm mad because, I was so young, so I don't remember his last name, but I know for a fact they put up a picture of him, you feel me, in Fanny Blanton, and, had all the, airplane stuff around it, because that's what he wanted to do, and be a pilot and everything like that. So I know if I go back and visit, I definitely will find out his name, and I definitely probably should do that, because, you know what I'm saying, the fact that I even remember, you feel me, is why I gotta, I feel as if I gotta pay my respect in some way. But, from my mom's passing now, my best friend, that I felt like, you know what I'm saying, I could kind of not be so, I could kind of loosen up a little bit. I don't gotta be so, defensive, rough skin, super tall wall. You get what I'm saying? Like, he done passed away now. So we got both of these instances coming, and at this time I wasn't interested in girls and nothing else. It was just video games and going outside playing. This one yo-yos was out, you feel me? And the ones with the brain, so you trying to learn tricks, and we was going like bowling alley was popping, cloverleaf, like this was them days, you feel me? So arcades was, alright, but back on track. So I wasn't really focused too much on the girls, you feel me? And it was a girl in my class, you feel me? And she knew what happened. She knew that I was my homie, the whole nine. So she really liked me. And at the time, like, y'all, like, my mom just died, cause my homie just died, and you sitting here trying to kiss me and do all these, trying to hug up on me. I wasn't really feeling nobody. Like, not even on no girls or, like, I just wasn't feeling humans, period. Like, people, period. I wasn't on that, you feel me? So, after this happened, she, she getting irritated with me. And I had a teacher at the time. Her name was Miss Armstrong. I remember her name, too. This the first time I personally encountered feminism and, like, and it's true glory. She legit was, this was before it was popping. I'm a kid, and this is why I was really mad about it, because everything was, my fault. Like, the girl to do some green stuff, and she'll slap me, you feel me, because I don't want to play with her. She gonna make it seem like I provoked her to slap me. Cool. I never really, like, it got out of hand sometime, but my old girl been told me don't hit no girl, so it was like, she just passed away. I'm keeping these words, you feel me? Everything she said, I'm keeping it close to me. So I'm like, yo, man, look, I'm trying to reason with the lady, Miss Armstrong, and she just like, look, the girl just got a crush on you, blah, blah, blah. Why you just don't give her what she want, da, 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 da. And it wasn't nothing crazy. She just wanted, like, hugs and kisses and, little play stuff like that. So at the time now, I told you what happened and where, my mental state. And I'm telling the teacher, like, yo, tell her to relax. Like, I'm not really on that, you feel me? Like, I ain't, I'm straight. But now she calling me all kind of, pussies, and because I don't want to kiss the girl. And look, this a grown lady, you feel me? And this, like I'm telling you, it was always, she spoke only from a woman's standpoint. So that's when I didn't know what feminism was, but I used to always, like, man, this lady hate me, bro, because I'm a dude or something. Like, because most of the other dudes in the class, they got the same treatment, but I guess more girls was attracted to me, so I was, you feel me, at the time, I had more attention, so she used to always kind of bother me the most, you feel me? So, like I told you, I don't know what feminism is at the time, so I'm just thinking, man, this lady really got a problem with me, bro, and you letting this girl sit up here and, slap up on me and doing all these crazy things, but if I hit her back, I'm gonna be the one in the wrong, you feel me? And this been going on for, the first whole half of 4th grade, you feel me? So, it got to a point where, enough was enough. So she started getting real mad, blah, blah, start yelling. And usually I ain't never go back and forth. I didn't care too much, you feel me? I just like, bro, I'm straight, and I go about my business, shit hit me, and then it'll be whatever, and I should just eat it. But this time, it was a little different, because now she getting more and more comfortable with hitting me here, and more she feeling more safe with this teacher, because she know every time she do it, the teacher not gonna, tell the truth. Even if I go tell security guard or whatever, I'm at break, hey, look, man, this girl keep fucking with me, bro. I ain't trying to mess with her. My bad for cursing. I ain't trying to mess with her, but, whoop-de-whoop. They'll go ask the teacher be like, oh, he be in here all day trying to mess with her, and now when she mess with him, it's a problem. So, boom, I seen that at a young age, you feel me? And I wasn't finna go tell my pops about nothing. Like I told you, he was dealing with what he was dealing with, fresh. Everybody was dealing with it fresh, so, you feel me? Now I'm getting upset, so now I'm starting to pop back, like, but not hitting her, you feel me? I'm just snapping now, like, yelling, like, yo, leave me the, going off. And now the lady looking crazy, because, I'm cussing, I'm full-fledged now, like, whatever. And she like, yo, you need to cut it out, blah, blah, blah. She taking her side, so the girl get the adrenaline and want to, walk up to me and just split me, boom, in one hit, nose leaking, teacher laughing, kids laughing, you feel me? You already, I should already know at that moment. I just was like, hey, I tried to, avoid this, but yeah, it was nothing. It was just one time, boop, hit her one time, she dropped, and I ain't gonna lie, immediately I felt bad about it, but I kind of felt like it was just and I was right to do it, but it's a woman. I know that I did put up with it for a minute, and retrospect, I could have just told my dad. My dad could have went, told the principal. We could have went over ahead, like, but like I told you, I'm not bringing nothing like that to my old boy, especially when he dealing with this, and he still got to work, pay bills. I wasn't finna stress him out about nothing like that. So, you feel me, end up getting in trouble, getting suspended, you feel me? And she was trying to go crazy in the hallway, so we ended up not rumbling, you feel me? Like I told you, I only hit her really once, you feel me? But rumbling, and she kept trying to get at me and the security guard, you feel me? Now he trying to see, he's seeing what I'm saying, you feel me? And it's a lady there too, and I told the lady there too, and they was like, yeah, probably we should have, you know, did something, blah, blah, blah. They talking among themselves. She keep trying to get at me, so she finally, boop, hit me in the back of the head one more again. And, you know, I just grab her and we go tumbling down the stairs. So it ain't, you know, we both go down the stairs, but they made it seem like, you know, I pushed her down the stairs, whatever. So I get in a lot of trouble because of that right there. Get suspended, whatever. Now everybody's looking at it like, you know, I got anger issues and all kind of stuff like this, but nobody really paying attention to what led up to all this, you feel me? Like, I literally told you every single day, like, bro, I'm straight, I'm straight, I'm straight. But nah, the teacher, you know, like I told you, she was protecting her own, and little mama ain't even get suspended or nothing like that. I'm telling y'all right now, she hit me first, my nose leaking, but, you know, back in the day, that's when it was really like, yo, don't put your hands on a woman no matter what she do. So, you know, she ended up being able to come to school, do her thing, and I'm at the crib. But this messing everything up because, you know, the old boy, he got to work. So my brother's gonna go to school. I'm the only idiot, you know. I ain't gonna call myself an idiot, but I'm gonna just say I'm the only one. Now he got to worry about, you know, somebody got to watch him, X, Y, and Z. So we come, you know, I come back to school, and I try to be, you know, a better version of me. As a kid, even though I was mentally nowhere near that, I'm angry at this lady because she got me in trouble. One, I'm angry with this girl because we done faded and everything like that. Like, we ain't really faded, but, you know, in the world eyes, we faded. And she still, like, trying to get at me, you feel me? Like, she's still in the classroom, like, oh, this and that. You know, you a pussy, you tried to throw me down the stairs, blah, blah, blah. So now I'm starting to, you know, get real irritated because the teacher, she laughing. She going along with it. She like, oh, what? Oh, he was crying just because you hit him on the nose. And look, like, you know how it goes. The girl been hitting me, so it ain't about that. It's the fact that she hit me and I started leaking. Like, you got that much for it. Like, you too comfortable now. And you feel me? So the lady, she kept spazzing and talking her little crap. So it got to the day when, you know, she kind of said something about my old girl. And like I told you, this was a fresh wound. So I told y'all in that video, you know what I'm saying, if y'all ain't, you know, watch it, go back and watch it, you get what I'm saying. But there was the lady where it got to the point where, you feel me, she was tripping about something, and I just was like, alright, you feel me. She said something about my mom the first time, like, oh, I know because I told you she a feminist, so she ain't care nothing about calling my dad, talking to my dad, none of that. She just was like, oh, I know your mom's disgraced, this, and that. And, you know, I just was like, hey, look, mom, like, listen, auntie, do not talk about my mom's, you feel me? Like, everything that's been going on, you feel me, I've been dealing with, taking it with, you know, on the chin, whatever. Do not talk about my mom. So she kind of seen that little fire in my eye. And like I told you what kind of person she was. And at this, I'm going to be honest, at this point, I feel like she was trying to, you know, get me up out of there, you feel me? Anyway, so she keep going. She like, oh, what? You mad because I'm just telling you the truth? That your mama probably ain't got no home training because look how you acting in public and this, and that. And she just capping off, you feel me? And I'm remembering these words, you know, word for word. I know all, you feel me? Them the two main things that popped it for me. And the last one just was like, oh, I'm going to call her right now to tell her how disrespectful and rude her son is. And you feel me? At that point, I just was like, you know what, lady, man? I told you like 2 or 3 times to chill out, you feel me? This is super fresh on me, so boom. That's the whole throwing of the chest situation, you feel me? And I already told you they was thinking already I had anger problems, so this just kind of elevated to the next level. Like, who, you feel me? I don't even know what people really was thinking about me at the time. So I just got through dealing with all that, and that's Vanny Blanton. So now we kind of, you feel me, as a whole, my dad, you know, met this wonderful, nice lady, you feel me, super cool lady he was dating, you feel me. And when I'm thinking about it now in retrospect, you know, I'm older, she worked for DCF, you feel me. So I don't know, at one point, you know, she got involved with our family, you feel me, like after my mom's passed away. But let's just say she worked for DCF, so I don't know if it was just because of her passing away that, you know, they met and they thought we needed counseling or whatever the case might be, or it was just, you know, I ain't gonna lie, I was the real firecracker. Like I was, like I told you, I wasn't taking no shit. Like, my bad for cursing again. I wasn't taking nothing from nobody. So if I tell y'all like chill out, chill out, chill out, and you keep pushing that button, I'm gonna retaliate. So that's how it was, and you feel me? It was no more Dade County schools for your boy. So like I told you, miraculous though, he was hollering at the lady, I don't know about what, I don't know how they met or none of that, you feel me? But this lady was like one of the coolest people I ever met on this earth, you feel me? She had passed away not too long ago, you feel me? God rest her soul, you feel me? And the whole family, you feel me? But yeah, it was, my dad he had me, my older brother, my little brother, and it was her with her son. She had her daughter, and she was a granny, you feel me? But not, she wasn't no granny in age and looks, you feel me? Just in, her daughter had a daughter. So yeah, we kind of had a nice, family little vibe right there. That thing was super dope, and we ended up coming to Miramar, you feel me? That's when Miramar as a whole was even something, for us. You get what I'm saying? Like now, I come up to Miramar Elementary, so I'm finishing 4th grade in Miramar Elementary. Lil bro coming, he finishing I'm in 2nd grade at Miramar Elementary. And big bro, he coming, and that boy in Perry now, you feel me? So that was, it was it was more that went into the move and everything else like that. But like I told you, we going from the things that I feel we could talk about, you feel me? So now we in Broward, and this around the first time I meet my little brother, Jermaine, you feel me? So we already knew we had brothers and sisters, but some of them we never met, some of them we was raised where we was, when I talk about my family, mom and dad, I'm gonna, talk about them. But this was my little brother, you feel me? Different mom, same dad, but he was more sheltered, you feel me? So it was primarily him, his mom, and, his mom married, and that's how it was. So his grandma stayed 2 streets away from us. So when we was with the lady and her whole family, and we had a pool, basketball rim, we had the whole 9. Like I'm telling you, it was super dope, and it was enough kids in the house where, man, we could get a good basketball 2-on-2, you feel me? Anytime, good competitive 2-on-2, 3-on-3, go in the street, you feel me? We literally used to build. This is why I say kids change, you feel me? Because when we was younger, our neighbor was a kid named Warren, you feel me? And his little brother. Hey, matter of fact, that boy Child, I don't know how many of y'all actually know that boy, but yeah, that was our neighbor, you feel me, when we first moved up this side, you feel me? So we used to just be on the, in the streets tearing it up, you feel me? Bike riding, we made tons of ramps, I'm gonna be honest. Some of them really, that's a part of life though, like some of them really janky. And you know what I'm saying, we paid for that. Like as soon as you hit it, you hitting that floor, and you Batman rolling all the way till you stop. So you feel me? Some of them was, but what I'm saying is it was life, you feel me? We had fun. And that, I'm gonna say that little vibe was something that we really needed. I felt like, you feel me, as a whole. For me, speaking for myself, is now I was around people that didn't know me that well, but showed nothing but love. And it was like, in the beginning, we young kids, so we just like, as long as she don't want us to call her mom, we straight, like, being stupid, like, instead of realizing that this lady already got her own situation going on, she ain't gotta, mess with your old boy or none of this. And you feel me? So what you need to do is take in that love and shut up. But this me being, older, telling my younger self this. So we kind of realized, though, this lady's super dope, you feel me? Like, legit, super dope. So, like I say, I miss my mom to death, but like I told you, I wasn't never taking no aggression out on nobody just because she passed away. So, this lady, she was there for us for whatever we needed. And the relationship didn't work out between, her and my dad, but the time we was there, you feel me? I'm telling you, all these experiences, we literally did it from BB guns to, that's when Pokemon was popping. We had folders and folders and folders of them things, man. Like, bro, it was a simpler time, like I'm telling you, like, and when introducing Lil Bro, like, I'm gonna be honest, I gotta give him his own little video when we first met that boy, because it was super funny, man. Like, it was just, like I'm telling you, he was more, in the house, more in the crib, and we was more outside kids. So we came from 2 different worlds. So when we met him, it was super fun. I had to put him in there for now because you know, that's gonna be a story that I talk about later. So we get back to, you know, Miramar Elementary now. I finished out 4th grade. I don't really know nobody. It is what it is. You know, I ain't tripping. Whatever. Like, I'm trying to kind of calm down in my head because I'm thinking the whole move to Broward is because of me. Because, you know, I did all this, you know, stupidness with the girl and throwing the chair at the lady. And they think, you know, I got anger problems and all kind of stuff. So, but in reality, like I'm telling you, I don't really know. This just a kid brain thinking. And I don't know how long my dad was talking to that lady, you feel me, before, you know, any of that even happened. So I'm not trying to say that was the reason why, but that was in my head. So when I'm coming to Miramar, I'm trying to calm down. So the whole 4th grade, it was probably like I said, I don't even, they just literally was like, yo, pass this kid. Because when I was over there, I was doing decent, but the lady, you know, like I told you how the teacher was. So no matter what I really did, she was going to put whatever grade and she was going to do what she wanted. So once she got me out of there, she felt like she did. She was happy, I'm gonna be honest, and I was happy. Cause think about it, had I stayed there, I would have definitely failed and definitely had to do the whole 4th grade one. It was just cause this lady did not like me because most of these little girls fancied me. It was ridiculous. So now, you feel me? I finished the 4th grade. I told you I got this love around me now, so I'm not so angry. It's still living in me, but I'm not so angry. I'm more like trying to cope with it at this point. So I met tons and tons and tons of people, you feel me, from that whole little time of being in that little Miramar area next to my dog's crib and next to my brother grandma's crib. But we're gonna carry on to 5th grade now. 5th grade at Miramar Elementary. This sad to me because I remember that our class name was Dropout Prevention in 5th grade. Like, yeah, I get it. I did probably, you know, get expelled from day schools, and I was out here wilding a little bit, but dropout in 5th grade, like, bro, come on. Like, and all of us knew this name because the other teachers and staff would call us by this name. Like, you know what I'm saying? We can't hear, you feel me? So, anyways, I met tons and tons. Like, in that time, I want to say, when it comes to meeting all these people, it was a mixed bag, you feel me? It was light-skinned people, it was Spanish people, it was, you know what I'm saying, a few, you know, we just gonna say island people, cause I don't know how you say Guyanese and, you know, all that, you feel me? That side, Trini, all that, just island people, and black folks, you feel me? So it was very interesting, cause one, I already told you, like, me coming into it, I guess they had the little record or whatever, so they thinking I'm some trouble, you know, but most of them kids in there wasn't so troubled. They was just having fun. Like, I don't know, some of them was trouble, you feel me, but some of them was just, we in 5th grade. Like, let me think about it. How old you gotta be, like 9 or 10 or something like, come on, bro. But, you know, some of them did come into the year, you know, super negative. Like, not even super negative, but just on the tip where they was already beefing from their neighborhoods, but you know what I'm saying, before anything, and we're in 5th grade. Why they beefing over some neighborhoods? I think it was more on like some Optimus football and little stuff like that. I'm guessing, I'm not sure, but certain people had issues, you know what I'm saying, with other people because of where they was from. I think, you feel me, this was like Swab and all them areas over there. Them boys, they don't know, they had their own little personal beef. So we had that clique, you feel me? Them boys, they had their own little clique in the classroom. They used to stay be fading. Like, they used to get out of hand. I'm gonna be honest, the teacher's name was Mr. Phillips, and he was a light-skinned dude, and I know he wasn't ready for that. He was not ready for, like, I don't even know what made him want to try to teach these, you know what I'm saying? Teach us. I was in that class and I said these. Teach us supposedly dropout prevention kids, but boy, he was not ready. Like, no. Look, man, he was an older cat too, so it was like whatever we wanted to do, we did, you feel me? And we just gonna deal with the consequences, and they already expected it from us, so our consequences was never too bad. Stupid stuff like detention, and you can't go into recess, and I ain't gonna lie, that used to cut me, because, you know, I was a recess kind of kid. But yeah, you feel me, it was super dope, you feel me? I met tons of excellent people, and I'm gonna tell y'all this right now. We're not gonna go too into depth, like in the classroom and everything like that, but most of them kids that was in that dropout prevention, like, program or class, whatever they want to call it, doing way better than the average person right now in life. Like, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of Facebook. I don't be on it all day, this and that. The whole point of it for me is to know everybody on my page. If I don't, you know what I'm saying, personally know you or met you or had some kind of dealings with you or something. So that's how I use Facebook. So when I get on there just to look at certain people from the past, you feel me, they out here doing big things. I get what I'm saying. But once upon a time in 5th grade, the world would label all of us as dropout prevention kids, you feel me? But anyways, we go back to, you know, Miramar Elementary. So that was the update on, you know, the whole situation for 5th grade. And this when I started liking girls, you get what I'm saying? Like, liking, you know what I'm saying? Liking them, yeah, liking them. And this was kind of the whole path on when I be telling y'all, like, I got myself in a lot of trouble chasing women, this and that. This where it all started was at Miramar Elementary, because before then, yeah, I used to be curious every once in a while, like, you know, fell up on a girl, this and that, but it wasn't serious, 'cause like I told you, I always had my homies and my brothers, so we was always doing something. If it wasn't outside playing a sport, it wasn't inside playing a game, we in school having fun, and we was always, you know what I'm saying, doing something. So it was like, when I got a little older, I got the dropout prevention, and, you know, this when you start to get to know people, you feel me? Like when you get a little older and stuff like that, when you can actually tell a little bit good people from bad people, because you're going to tell, you know, how they act and how they treat other people and stuff like that. So this when I would start, you know, getting real happy and ecstatic about young ladies. And I had a real big issue, because like I told you, like, I'm here in this situation at the crib now. I got nothing but some love, you feel me? And I'm trying to turn around my whole little vibe, you feel me, on being negative or even putting that out. So I'm in here at Miramar, you know, elementary, 5th grade, dropout prevention, and I'm talking to every girl, like, you feel me, I see, because mostly it was all pretty girls back in it. Like, I don't know, all women pretty, you feel me, in their own right. So I'm gonna, you know, start by saying that. But yeah, you know, the ones they was a little more aggressive back in it. Not aggressive, but they'll tell you that they like you, you feel me? So once they told you that they liked you, it kind of was on you how you gonna react, you feel me? And like I'm telling you, when I was younger, I personally did not like to say no. Like, period. Like, so if a girl come up to me and ask me out, I wasn't gonna say no. So y'all, I think y'all get where this gonna go, like how this gonna get me in trouble in a little while. But like I told you, I'm in 5th grade. You know, I'm having fun now. I'm trying to walk on the other side of being, I don't want to be negative. I ain't trying to be dead on the inside. Like, I'm telling you, I used to literally say this out my mouth was, you know, I got a black heart. I ain't got no feelings, no emotions. You feel me? Don't try to ask me about none of that. That's what I used to tell people, you feel me? And, you know, that's why when I made my first video, I had to mention, like, we can't be walking around here like that. You feel me? Because we all human, and believe it or not, you can pretend like you ain't got feelings, but we know you do. But, alright. Anyways, back on track. So now, you know, I'm not telling no young lady no, you feel me? And what make it also super interesting is at the time, you feel me, to be legit, I didn't really know, you feel me, it was that serious to me, like being girlfriend and boyfriend and, you know, kissing up on girls and crushes and, you feel me, none of that, you feel me, because at the time I just had a bunch of girls saying that they liked me, and a bunch of them wanted to go with me, and I wasn't gonna say no. So I had a ton of girlfriends, you feel me, where it was very problematic, you know what I'm saying, in the near future. So we going through the school year of me having fun, meeting all these girls, telling them yes, you feel me. Some of them was in that whole program because they had money, they came from money, so they was, you know, I want to say, you know, just spoiled brats, you feel me. Some of them, not all of them, you feel me. Like I'm telling you right now, they don't humble themselves and they somewhat great in life. So I'm not saying it like that, but that's how some of them was, you feel me. And since I had this perception of, you know, not saying no to a female because I ain't want to hurt them, even though this one I'm telling you, like, now I'm older, when you think about it, you like, all right, this how I came to be, you know, on my tirade when it came to women was, I didn't want to hurt their feelings by saying no, so I said yeah, and I was like, they gotta understand that. Alright, so another, stupid, crazy, backwards thing that I found out about girls at that time, because I had this crazy belief that women didn't, take a number two. I don't know how many other young men thought like that, but I had this crazy belief that, I looked at all of them as little princesses, I don't know. So I never thought that they pooped. And I used to ask, and this is where I got to ask a lot of the females in 5th grade, and they told me the truth, you feel me? Like, what? That's stupid. Like, but anyway, I used to get tons of stuff, you feel me, whenever the school fair thing came around, you feel me? You know how they used to do back in the day, the Scholastic. I don't know if they still do that, but they used to come with a bunch of books and bookstores, and you could buy all kind of stuff, like decent stuff, like, order stuff, the whole nine. So a lot of the young ladies used to buy me a lot of stuff, you feel me? And that's what I'm telling you, it was problematic, because now I'm not really spending time with none of them. They just, all walk around saying that they go with me. Every recess, I'm out here tearing it up with my homies. Hey, shout out to that boy Adrian, shout out to that boy Jeremy, you feel me? Long, way back in the day. Them was the first boys, you feel me, I think I ever really like clicked up with in Miramar. So shout out y'all boys, appreciate y'all. So you feel me, I used to always just be out there tearing up the football, tearing up the basketball, you know what I'm saying, kickball, we racing, y'all know how it went, you feel me? So one day, me being a young dumb kid, I see a group of young ladies walking up to me. We out here on the football field, we doing our thing, having fun. And they all was like, yo, so you go with her, and you go with her, you go with her. So it was really like 6, 7 of them, you feel me, at the time, you feel me? And it's crazy, because what, 3 or 4 of them was in the class with us, you feel me? Maybe even 5 of them. But it never really came up, because like I told you, when you kind of flirting, you flirt with everybody. So it wasn't nothing like it was strange, or oh, he trying to holler at it. I flirted with everybody, you feel me? So they walk up to me, and it all started because we had to, you know how elementary is with the dances. So they wanted to know if I was gonna ask them to the dance. So they started telling, and that's when the conversation happened. What? Oh, I'm gonna go with Marco. And then the other one like, huh? I go with Marco, blah, blah. So that was their conversation, you feel me? And then they brought it to me.